Course, we're back to these so-called fake Nintendo fans. Yep. So the Switch 2 has sold a lot of consoles as well. Yeah. And of course, I tried to explain that no one bought the Switch 2. 10 million, you know, 10 million consoles who think they're sold. Okay. And here are the games, obviously, here. Here is the Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, yeah, as well. And of course, you have the the Switch One sales as well here. The people who want the Switch Two to fail the most are PC gamers. I don't understand. There's a lot of these so-called Nintendo accounts as well. Okay, so-called Nintendo accounts, and they just want to they just want Nintendo to fail so badly. Like, what did Nintendo do to them? Like, you would think that this account would be a Nintendo lover. You know, he'll be like, "Oh my God, Nintendo Switch 2 is so successful." Okay, and yes, not all Nintendo's choices and decisions have been great or good. Okay, as well, especially the handling of Metroid Prime 4, turned into basically Halo 4. But again, Metroid has been through this before. Metroid Other M. Okay, yeah, there's basically Metroid Other M. Okay, but Metroid Prime now. Okay, as well. But I still think Metroid Prime 4 will sell a decent amount of copies as well. Even though the SWGs are angry at it, but they hate everything. They said Donkey Kong Bonanza was Wookie Kong Pronouncery. Yeah, or of course they had the bridge controversy in Mario Kart, Mario and Luigi Brothership as well. Okay, but they're saying that no one could afford the Nintendo Switch 2. The Switch 2, no one could afford it. Oh yeah, but they could afford PS5 plus Stellar Blade, by the way. Okay, because of course they can't resist Eve. Okay, even though Stellar Blade did not really sell any copies in the West. Okay, it flopped in the West. No one bought it in the U.S. Most of Stellar Blade's copies were sold in China, Korea, and Japan. Even mostly Japan, mostly China and Korea, as well. But no one bought Stellar Blade in the U.S. and Europe. Okay, the U.S. and Europe sales of Stellar Blade was literally only 15% of the 3 million sales, which is honestly kind of embarrassing if you really think about it, because they said that Stellar Blade is what gamers wanted, but only 15% of sales were actually from the US and EU in European countries, which is honestly, they really thought that they could win with this. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Which the amount of copies sold in the West of Stellar Blade is a measly 450,000. Yep, a measly 450,000. If you plug in the 55% of Chinese sales, which is half of Stellar Blade's copies sold, it is around 1.6 million copies for China. And that is, of course, you know, we can do it out of China's population, okay, which this is why I say the numbers are not that impressive, of 1.4 billion people. Only 0.11% of Chinese people actually bought Stellar Blade. Yeah, that game's a complete embarrassment to gaming as well. But hey, at least China allowed Stellar Blade 2 to exist, so you can make fun of Stellar Blade 2 when it comes out. But it's so funny that these people, these so-called Nintendo accounts, you know, really think that, you know, the Switch 2 failed. And it's, you know, it's not just this account. There's so many anti-Nintendo swap accounts on YouTube. Like, they literally have these AI generated thumbnails, because YouTube can now AI generate you a thumbnail, literally, as well. Claiming that, and again, have all these anti-Nintendo accounts saying that it's over, or Pokemon games have made it went downhill, or Pokemon doesn't know their identity anymore. Well, you must play Digimon because the girl has a big pair of boobs. Okay, but yeah, that's what this video here. Goodbye.